I've simplified it down to 5 possible decisions that the Patriots will be making this Thursday at the draft. The first one's pretty obvious. Caleb Williams goes first to the Bears, Jaden Daniels goes to the Commanders, and the Patriots draft Drake May. This is obviously the most likely decision that will be made on Thursday, as FanDuel has already made Jaden Daniels a minus 380 favorite to be drafted at the number 2 overall spot, and Drake May a minus 180 favorite to go to the New England Patriots. But if the Washington drafts Drake May, which is projected in a few mock drafts that I'm seeing, even though he's not the favorite to go number 2, that could be a value pick for people who are bettors out there. If the Washington drafts Drake May, we will get Daniels. That is the first most likely outcome of Thursday's draft. Whoever the Commanders pick, the Patriots will draft the next best quarterback, or the Commanders draft maybe the guy the Patriots didn't even want to begin with, and the Patriots get their guy. All that being said, let's go on to the second decision the Patriots could be making on Thursday. Now, I will mention this one is a little bit more subjective. It's more based on maybe what I want to do. But in any way, I'll just explain this one, and I'll have you guys kind of comment down below on what you think. So second, the Patriots draft Marvin Harrison Jr. with the 3rd overall pick, and then they draft a later round quarterback, whether it's the 3rd, whether it's the 4th, or maybe you reach in the 2nd if a Bo Nix is available. But I am putting my eyes on a late round quarterback named Spencer Rattler and named Joe Milton from Tennessee. Let's just say this. If you can't get the guy you really want, let's say you can't, obviously you're not going to get Caleb Williams, but let's say you really like Jaden Daniels. And you're not so high on Drake May. Commanders draft Jaden Daniels. On the Patriots draft board, based on value, they have Marvin Harrison ahead of Drake May. So the question is, Commanders take that guy. Patriots say, well, Marvin Harrison in our minds is a little bit more valuable than Drake May. They draft Marvin Harrison at the number 3 pick. That's the number 2 is Patriots draft Marvin Harrison instead of taking kind of a guy they don't really want. Number 3, a little bit more based on theory and uncertainty with this team, because it depends on who is actually making the pick. So sort of back to number 2, let's say they take your guy. Let's say they take Drake May or Jaden Daniels at number 2, and the Patriots really value one of those guys ahead of the other. Everyone in the room is on board that, okay, Marvin Harrison is in fact our 3rd highest valued guy on our draft board. So let's go ahead and take it based on value. But let's say there's a strong voice in the room who just so happens to write the checks of everyone in the building. Robert Kraft steps in the room, waves his finger, and says, you are going to take a quarterback, and I don't care if you don't like it, but you are going to take either Drake May or JJ McCarthy. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You need to draft the quarterback. That could be possible. I could see an owner like Robert Kraft who is sort of trying to get this train back on the tracks, trying to win another Super Bowl before, unfortunately, he might pass on. I think if everyone's on board with saying we're going to draft the highest value player, and if it just so happens that Marvin Harrison is the highest value player, that Robert Kraft will veto that, override the decision, and he will say, no, you must draft either JJ McCarthy or Drake May, and that's what they're going to do. Even though it might not be the decision that everyone in the room wants to do, Robert Kraft will make the decision, and they will draft either JJ McCarthy, Drake May, or Jaden Daniels at that number 3 spot. Now, number 4, the number 4 decision they could be making on Thursday is the Patriots trade down to a team within the 7th or 12th pick range, getting a haul of either 3rd or 2nd round picks, and then drafting either JJ McCarthy, Michael Penix, Joe Alt, or Brock Bowers between the 7th and 12th pick range. Now, this one is very highly unpredictable because over the last month, the Pats have been attached to multiple trade rumors, including the Vikings, now the Broncos, the teams that are trying to get in the mix to draft a high quarterback. Obviously, I mean, if you're a team like the Vikings, you have basically everything around a quarterback that you want. Of course, you want to move up and try to get a Drake May or a Jaden Daniels. Of course you do. But the question is, will the Patriots take the bait? The Patriots are already guaranteed a first-round pick next year in the lottery, most likely. If the Patriots decide to just build up this year and trade down and try to build the roster, they'll have the chance at Shedeur Sanders, Jalen Milroe, and Quinn Ewers, who I think are all favorable prospects. Now, number 5, the last thing that I think could happen on Thursday, similar to number 4, Commanders take the quarterback the Patriots want. Patriots trade down to 7-12, and doing so, let's say they trade with the Broncos at number 12. They miss out on J.J. McCarthy. They somehow also miss out on Michael Penix, and they miss out on Joe Alt, right? This is where I could see the Patriots really reaching. I could see them panicking. I could see panic ensuing in that war room, and the Patriots end up drafting Bo Nix. If you make this trade and you can't get the guy you actually want, you still need a quarterback waiting in the wings. So I could see them drafting Bo Nix, and they would just backfill value picks based on where their, traded picks are given. In conclusion, combining all the possible outcomes from Thursday's draft, these are the players that the Patriots will be taking. Drake May is the first most likely pick for the Patriots. Jaden Daniels is second. Marvin Harrison is the third most likely. Joe Alt, I think, is the fourth most likely. Michael Penix is fifth. And Bo Nix is sixth. So these are the players that potentially, one of these players will be walking across the stage with a Patriots hat on, but it depends on which one will be doing so on Thursday. So let me know in the comments down below who you think the Patriots will be drafting at number 3 and who you want the Patriots to draft at the number 3 overall pick. With that, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.